This is the Thompson Cast. I am Mel Thompson. The International Monetary Fund says global economic growth is slowing as debt problems continue in Europe and expansion is less than expected in major emerging economies. This is true, and the political risk is more or less the fact that the economies continue to change. The clear structural problems that led to this economic debacle now are the product of low oversight of the policies at the inception of trade and economic agreements. IMF experts say the global economy will expand 3.5% this year and 3.9% in 2013, which is slightly lower than earlier estimates. However, if the issues that are causing this slow growth were identified and tackled years ago, then this growth rate would be sufficiently higher. As compensation for ignoring structural defects in the economies of fellow EU nations, we now see policies that are increasingly becoming flexible because they have to be flexible. The austerity measures placed on EU nations such as Greece and Spain may have a breaking point that will require restructuring. As a matter of fact, I'm certain they will have a breaking point that is going to require some tinkering with some of the austerity measures and some of the contracts, if you will, that have been imposed upon these nations as a requirement for the bailouts from the EU. However, this tinkering itself and the fact that they will be changed are expected to change, and the civil unrest in some of these countries require that some degree of change be instituted to lower that particular political risk. That overall change, or the potential for change, abruptly without any game plan, any idea where precisely it's going to start and end, that in of itself is a huge political risk. The austerity measures placed on EU nations such as Greece and Spain may have a breaking point. But where is that point? Because there is no way to plan for this. The political risk is more substantial than many others that we know about. Many others that we know can happen, have happened in the past, and overall, the political risks that we can plan for. Structural political risks inevitably lead to policy changes that, if they are abrupt, can lead to contagion and will certainly cause uncertainty in global markets. This has been the Thompson Cast. I am Mel Thompson.